Hello.
What brings you around these isolated parts?
I've been on the road for a while now. I could use a place to rest before moving on.
Gary Kent's my name, and fighting to keep this place alive is my game. It can get a bit wild out there, but everyone's welcome to my crumbling wilderness accommodations.
I saw this place by the road and I thought I'd check to see if you have any rooms.
Well, as a matter of fact, my Snow Ridge Lodge takes great pride in being a place of friendly shelter, but alas, as you can see, these are hardly premium conditions.
Well, now that you mention it, the place could do with a few light touches here and there.
No need to sugarcoat it. The place has seen better days. You know, I think I'm gripped by a spontaneous liking of you. Here's my proposal. You look like someone that can handle the wilds. I'm not as young as I used to be, and this here establishment is falling apart under my very eyes. I'll let you refuel and stay for free if you help me out with a few outdoor tasks.
Sounds like just the sort of thing I've been looking for.
I appreciate your willingness to help. In fact, let's throw you straight into earning your stay.
Well, you really lost no time putting me to work.
I need you to deliver a package to a friendly neighborhood ranger. His name is Adam Douglas Ainsley, but never call him Douglas. He can't stand that.
And where might Ranger Ainsley be at?
He's been out and about somewhere between Mellow Meadow and Green Hoof Sanctuary.
And how am I going to find him?
Here, take this walkie-talkie. You can use this little gadget to contact him. My advice is to go there and call out to him. He'll answer and guide you from there.
Okay, I'm on it. And this looks like the place. I should use the walkie-talkie to contact the ranger. Hello, Ranger Ainsley. Are you there?
Ainsley here. I've been waiting for you to make contact. I need you to set up a camp in the area. You should find plenty of wood and materials. I'll call you tomorrow and give you further instructions. Over.
All right, I guess I'll get on with setting up that camp then.
Upgrade. Once again, guys, I just want to say, whether you're watching this live or you're watching it at a later time recorded, I thank you so much for tuning in. I am looking for suggestions of games that you all would like to see played and to see walkthroughs for, so if you have any suggestions, please just drop them in the chat for me. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. If you are watching here, please drop me a comment. Hope your day is going well.
Hello, are you there?
All they want you to do is get in on a shelter using
That's
the
all right.
bushcrafting,
Here's the
so that you
package.
can go
Thanks for
ahead
taking the time
and
to
know
bring it
how
over.
to save your game.
So you're the
and work
ranger
throughout
around
the
these
next
parts.
Yeah, that's me, Ranger Ainsley. You know, these parts are beautiful and may seem quiet, but it can sure be busy work.
It sure is.
What brings you around these wilds?
I just needed to get away for a while. Get away from the daily routine. I feel like I
I'm just
haven't
gonna
had
go
a
ahead and
rest
let
as
all
good
of
as
the
last
cutscenes
night
play,
in
so if you're
years.
watching this for the first
I
time,
understand.
You'll be able to see the story.
You know,
So,
seeing as you're set
if I
for
go
a change of
through
pace,
any of the
I
missions
could
too
use a
quickly,
capable
just let
hand
me
to help
know, and
around. I'll
kinda
reward
slow
your
down.
help, of course.
You looking for a partner?
Yeah, you could say that.
How could I refuse a ranger?
All right, then. Glad to hear. I'll be around the Snow Ridge Lodge later. Check with me, and I'm bound to find some work for you.
In that case, I'll see you around.
Excellent. Well, I got to head off. Duty calls. Take care, partner.
Alright, so here when you're starting the game, I would definitely suggest going ahead and eating the mushrooms. Teaches you that you should use berries early in the game. It's really a reliable source of food. If you take all of the berries out of one area, you can go ahead and move to another area, and there will be more berries. If you look in the spawn area, the first area they tell you to build a home in, or to build a bushcraft house, then you can actually take this water right here, and this is a renewable and fresh water source, so you don't even have to boil the water from here. So any water that is in here, or any water that's rolling in the game, will be fresh water, and I can actually show you those areas too when we get to them. Once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in. I am looking for video game suggestions for walkthroughs and for content that you all would like to see. So if you're tuning in either live or after I actually record this, I would love to hear any suggestions you have for video game playthroughs or walkthroughs.
Welcome back, and thanks for the help.
That is quest number
I
1.
spoke with Ranger Ainsley, and he sounded quite pleased. Here's your reward.
Thank you.
First order of business will be to get our meat stocks back up. This past winter has left our humble establishment a little thin on the food front. There's plenty of small game out and about in this area if you know where to look. You can use that nifty RV of yours to get around most of these parts.
Just tell me where to go and what to look for.
Right. Let me show you on this here map. Look here. The place is called the Mellow Meadow. Plenty of rabbits out there. Here. Come back with some game meat. Half a dozen pieces, more or less, should do it.
What sort of critters am I going to find around there?
Oh, rabbits, woodchucks, and the likes. If you need more bullets, come back and I can give you more.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck.
Not that at all. Now, I will say that the game is a little glitchy when it comes to things like, especially with like your dog. You'll see later in the game. Hopefully I didn't spoil that for you if you haven't gotten there yet, or you haven't seen the game. But your companion in the game is a little buggy sometimes. The aiming is absolutely dismal in the game. It is really rough. The sensitivity is far too high. You can tell that originally they had the settings set up for a keyboard and a mouse, but when you're playing on a controller, I mean, you tap the stick and it like pushes your aim all the way to the right or the left or down. So I would definitely set, this is how I have my settings set up. I would definitely have my aim sensitivity down a good amount, and your camera sensitivity down a good amount. But the really bad thing about that is the fact that when you turn your settings down, it actually turns off your HUD and it turns off your controller vibrations. So you have to play with all stock settings if you want to access those, and that's something that really needs to be patched, because the sensitivity is absolutely just too much. And then you have to listen to the video game audio, which I can't play for you here. But there are some nice songs that they actually have here as background music as well. But yeah, for copyright reasons, I actually cannot play that for you guys. Yeah, so our first mission is to get, I believe, 3 rabbits. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that now. You have to go to the plain part of this meadow, and then you'll see them. I usually just try to find a still one. And of course I missed. But yeah, with the aiming, when you first start out, it's kind of difficult to actually aim in this system. But you'll get used to it. You really have to, they made you have to pick your shots. And there is like a quick pull, if you've ever played Call of Duty, like in Black Ops 2, when they have the aim assist. There is an aim assist here, but it doesn't help much when things are moving. So if it's still, it'll help a lot, but when it starts moving, and once again, you see that sensitivity is just all over the place when you're aiming. So when you start actually hunting, you're going to want to click your left stick, and that's breath hold, just like a Call of Duty, if that's your cup of tea. Later in the game, it actually really helps to upgrade your breath hold perk, because later in the game, you can actually hold your breath for a good amount of time. I think it's like 15 seconds your player holds their breath, and that's more than enough time to kill most of what's in the game. You also, when you hold your breath, it assists you with zooming as well. It like hones in your shot to a point, so that reduces the bullet spread. Rabbit, as soon as he stops, I'm gonna shoot him. And I will admit, though I rag on the game in some different areas, I really, really like the environment. The bird sounds, the grass, your steps. One of the things I don't like about Call of the Wild is they overdo it when you actually hit like a bush. You can't hear anything else for the sound of the bush smacking against your clothes. So I do appreciate how they kind of muted that here. Scared all of the rabbits away. Sorry, this usually does not take as long. If you watch my walkthrough of this, I get this done usually in about 5 minutes, but for some reason, I have scared all of the rabbits away. Seriously. Oh man. Horrible. That was absolutely horrible. I totally just missed that right. There we go. RV is take the meat back to the lodge, and that's a mission. Or technically mission 2. One of the things you do want to do is in between missions, and going back to the lodge anyway, make sure you just stop and take an opportunity. The rewards for the game are not great as far as the money. I think the average reward is about $100 to $200 for each quest, and you want to upgrade like your clothes and things as quickly as possible. The scent-free clothes help a lot. You can literally sneak up behind animals at that point in time when you have the scent-free clothes. And that's going to be the end of the second mission. So at this point, I go ahead and just upgrade the Atlas skill so that you can hold up to 90 pounds. It's really important. And then the gun perks, like the aiming, is really important. Like the marksman skill is really, really important. Go ahead, and Nancy's not here yet. So then you can go ahead and take the third mission.
Oh, sounds like something that ought to get done.
It certainly does. Here's the gist of it. I need you to head on down to Greenhoof Sanctuary. It's an old place which used to be used to offer shelter to injured wildlife and the likes. It's been sold off to a new investor, and I have some supplies left around there. I need you to head on over there and gather them up.
Are these supplies easy to carry?
Well, no, but there's an ATV parked up down there. Take it for a spin around Greenhoof and load all the supplies you can on the ATV. Drive 'em back to the front of the sanctuary and I'll take care of the rest.
Well, all right then. I'll get on it.
Wonderful. I'll be waiting here for when it'll all be done.
So they make you travel out to Mellow Hill to go to the dam. So when you get to Mellow Hills, you just follow along the rock line, and then you'll get to like a concave that drops down to the dam. If you don't change your aiming um, sensitivity, then it actually will show up on a little map on your screen. Where you literally just walk onto the dam, press a button, and then you go back to the RV, and you go to the, you're gonna go to where they keep the, should be here. I think yep, it's gonna be the sanctuary. You need to go to the sanctuary next.
Hello? 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 Miss Finley, are you here?
Yeah, just a sec. You here on behalf of Gary?
Indeed I am.
Alright, listen. I'm super busy doing this place up, so here are the keys to the ATV. It's parked just outside. You'll find Gary's stuff in the back. Go pick it up, drop it off.
Thanks. Anything else?
Yeah, don't scratch my baby.
Of course. I should bring the ATV closer. Dropped off your ATV, scratch free.
Good, good. I look forward to seeing what Barry will do with those supplies. Hey, by the way, come around here again whenever you want to try some of my vehicle tracks. Check out the track list brought up on the wall over there. Beat my times if you can. I'm working on finding new drive routes around these parts.
Welcome back again. Thank you so much for helping with those supplies. I'll put them to good use on starting renovation on this here place.
Oh, you're thinking of making some improvements.
Buddy, this place will be unrecognizable. Here's something for your help.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, Hey,
Hello.
Hello?
Hey!
hey,
Breaker 19, do you copy? Over. Breaker 19, do you copy? Over.
Copy, Ranger Ainsley. What's up?
I'm in way over my head with work. I've been tasked with animal population control, and I cannot possibly handle all of them in such a short period of time. I was hoping I could get some help.
Sure, how can I help?
Well, there's this elk population that roams in the meadows east of Watkins Pond. It's a small population, a few females and an elk bull. I'm interested in downing the elk bull. We call it Old Chip.
You want me to down it?
Yes, because it's diseased. I can't lend you our neutering equipment to do that cleanly. Only rangers are authorized to use these.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Great. Oh, I've just remembered something. I was in such a hurry this morning to get to the office, I've left my gear bag behind at the water tower.
Something of value in there?
No, just some supplies and bandages. The office is out of those, and I had to take some from my personal stash. Anyway, can you pick it up for me? It's not a problem if you don't. I'll take them tomorrow morning.
I'll see what I can do, Ranger.
Great. We'll keep in touch then. Over and out.
I shouldn't leave.
Hey. Hello there.
Hello.
Wow, that was rough. I am actually used to playing with a much better rifle and a much better scope in this as well. So I have to get back used to using this standard rifle. One of the things that I will tell you is one of the dynamics I don't understand about the game. I've played through it about 4 times now, and that is the poisoning effect of some foods. So there are some times where you can eat berries or you can eat cooked meat and you'll get sick. And if it gets into the 70s, I've gotten food poisoning before, and it's really rough to get food poisoning because the entire time you have food poisoning, your health just continues to drop. So it's really difficult to keep you fed, to keep your thirst up when you have food poisoning, and you can't sleep. So for some reason they made it so your player cannot sleep for any amount of time. You just have to sit and rest instead of being able to sleep. So it's kind of a rough process. So if I could just, if anybody knows, just please drop in the chat how the game decides whether or not you're gonna get food poisoning, because it seems kind of arbitrary. I've already gotten some food and it's been at 30% and I didn't get food poisoning, and then I've eaten some berries at 70 and got food poisoning. So I'm not sure exactly how that is supposed to work. So it's just it seems kind of random. I think that might be one of the things that they decided to iron out later after the game got some exposure. I will... And it's been a pleasure once again streaming for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. If you comment any of your games that you would like to see, it's been a lifelong dream of mine to really play through games and provide playthroughs of people or for people. So just let me know what you want to see and I'd be happy to produce it for you. I'm usually going to try to keep these to about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. If you guys watch them and like them, tune in and I'll stream longer, but for right now we'll start with about an hour, hour and a half. That teaches you to track. So for the first time in the game, you're going to learn how to track something through this mission. So just look on your map and be aware of when it tells you that there are tracks nearby. If you pass tracks on the ground, then your player will mark the very first set of tracks on the map. Because I know what's waiting for me. Alright, so loop is clearing. Notice it has a very clear image of a wolf here, and that is not about this. As you see, the rifle does not very well at all. Stop them from eating your face. And that is a place in which if you're not very accurate, they can kill you very quickly. Because you don't have any of the perks or anything that kind of help you prevent bleeding out and things like that. They can kill you pretty fast. It's actually surprising how quickly they can kill you. There are better missions, there are worse missions, but this is the one that really shows you what the game is about. You get your first taste of really hunting. You get your first taste of really having to use bushcraft to survive. One of the things that's kind of cheap is later in the game you can buy buy a tent for I believe 600 bucks, and at that point you can survive off of water, berries, in the tent. You really don't at that point in time have to really build anything unless you're making like bandages, things like that, or medicines, which is really important in the game because they're a little overpriced in the store. She takes advantage a little bit of the bandages, and the reason they're more expensive in the store is because they heal more. So instead of it just like a bandage, instead of it just stopping your bleed out, it'll stop your bleed out and recover some of your health. So it has an additional effect. And you have to have I believe a level 3 bushcraft thing to do that yourself. Because you don't want to eat the newest berries and then the older berries go bad, and you're just like spamming A to eat berries or to eat food, and then you get sick. Not what you want. It was refreshing though that this wasn't like an Ark Survival Evolved where you have to eat 10,000 berries to have any kind of sustenance. So that was actually a really good change. So as you can see, I actually got my first survival badge. I'll let you guys see that. So, and I'll go ahead and read these out if I have letters and stuff, just because I mean, we can all read it together. I feel like a kid who just learned to tie their shoelace. It seems like a small victory, but it means a lot to me. I came out here to learn how to survive and be useful to other people, and I guess this is a good start. Feels nice to be appreciated. Go. That's a wolf. Okay. The wolf's trying to eat my face. Come on. Come on. Come back. Serpentine. Evasive maneuvers. Alright, I don't think it's him. I hope it doesn't come back, because I don't have any bandages. So if it comes back and it bites me, then we'll go directly for the ranger's gear first, because that's my only chance at surviving. I don't have cloth or anything. So if it doesn't, then we're gonna go for Old Chip first. See, so I passed tracks, and then it shows the tracks on the actual map. So then you go to the place where you initially saw the tracks, or your player saw the tracks. You don't see them initially. And then you have to stand there and look until you can find it. Now, as your hunter sense goes up, you'll be able to spot tracks from further away, and it'll kind of show you a longer path. But these little light dots right here, these little shining dots, they actually mark tracks. See how it has like a little glowing dot right there? That is your track path. So you go over it, press A. It'll be a little difficult because you can't really like see down on the can't look directly down under your feet. So make sure you stop a little short of each set of tracks. And you can kind of like see the white outline, like right there. You can like see the white outline of the steps. So you can just follow them, or you can click on each one just to make sure you're going the right way. Because sometimes they will like change direction. Like I just lost a set right here because when it got into the grass, the deer changed directions. So I'm not sure where it went. So it told me that it's going in this direction, but now I have to stop and look for another set of tracks because they just disappear.
I should move silently.
Oh, so there you go. So he is actually near me. Old Chip is near me. Now, it just gave me the prompt that I should move silently. So when you're hunting a specific thing, whatever it is in the game that you're hunting, if you're following tracks, when you get close to it, it'll tell you that you should move silently, and then you want to crouch. Be careful because it says that is a deer, but that is not Old Chip. So I'm looking specifically for Old Chip. And when it tells you that birds can spook away your prey, it is 100% true. The slightest movement out of the way can really mess up your hunting. So I spotted him. He's there.
I think I spooked them all.
Oh my goodness. I shot him 4 times. And his rifle is so weak, it did not take him down.
I think I heard something.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. 4 times I shot him. I've played through this mission about 5 times, and I have only been able to kill him in that field 1 time. I got him 1 time. And that's gonna be the best. That's gonna be the best place to get him, because that'll be the most open shot you get. But aside from that, it actually gets pretty hard. It got so bad I actually had to use a deer caller. anytime you do this mission, after that first area, it changes. So even if you remember where you made the kill after that first area, it varies. Sometimes they run down the river bank, sometimes they run up in the woods here. I think the furthest I've ever seen them is out by the eastern plains, out there by that RV. Is the furthest of it. So you just have to track them. Get close, it stops giving you footprints when you get close to it. And you have to wait for a call. So I'm not sure if I'm so close that now I'm waiting for a call, or if I went in the wrong direction over that way. And if I can't find what direction they went in, guys, I'll go ahead and call it for today. I will not play through it on this account. If you actually do want to go ahead and move ahead, I have done all of the first 12 missions of the game. So there's a walkthrough for the first 12. And you can go ahead and watch those if you need any kind of help. All in all, it's a great game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed pretty much beating it. I have to do quite a bit of editing this upcoming week so that I can provide you with the rest of the videos for that series. But I am definitely looking for suggestions for what you guys would like to see for my next series. I'm probably going to call it for today. I'm looking to stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 until 7 or 7:30 if you guys are watching and you want me to continue. But I look forward to seeing you guys there. And yeah, it looks like they gave me the slip here. I'm not seeing any footsteps or footprints with my scent or on the ground. I'm not sure where these guys went. This one usually does not give me this much trouble. We'll follow up on it next time. So, once again, guys, it has been more than a pleasure to bring you this stream. I thank you so much for watching, either live or if it's recorded and you're watching. I thank you so much. I love your feedback. I would love any games that you want to see played. Please let me know, and I will be happy to make you a walkthrough for it. You have a wonderful night. This is Crypt out. Thank you so much for your time.